Ladies and gentlemen, the sun has now found its home in the western sky, and it is Saturday night in Tiger Stadium, home of the LSU Tigers, one of the great venues in college football. Little gets the blood boiling, quite like a rivalry game. Barbs, shots, trash talk, things that go on throughout the week will now all be settled on this field. As we see the number 7 team in the country, the Arkansas Razorbacks, taking on the 22nd ranked team in the land, the LSU Tigers. For EA Sports College Football, Reese Davis with you alongside. LSU ready to kick it away to get things started. And he's coming out of the end zone. I know he thinks he can house every return, but sometimes you just have to take a knee as he stopped at the 14. So Arkansas's offense will have plenty of work to do after that return was bottled up. And the adrenaline is pumping on overdrive in games like this, guys, and it's crucial to get your emotions under control.
No doubt. In rivalry games, you've got to limit the mental errors and you've got to limit the penalties because those will kill you, Bob.
And you got to come out under control. It means so much. We know that. The fans are all talking about it, but it's just football.
They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one. This crowd trying to make life miserable for this offense. Fires to the right. That was almost picked off, and what a disaster that would have been to throw a pick on the opening drive. Instead, it's 4th down. First one's on its way. The leg ought to be strong, only called on twice in the victory last week. So LSU's offense will have its first possession of the game. One way to mitigate the explosive capabilities he has on the outside is be physical with him, and this dude will do that.
He will do that, and you don't see a lot of offenses take the top off this D because of the...
Fires into traffic, it's picked off. Oh, you could just feel it. He wanted to make that a big return, but his offense will come out and take over at the 44.
Who says defensive backs don't have hands? Nice job breaking on the football and making the catch. A lot of times you see guys swat it down or you see them trying to catch it. It looks like they have 2 left hands. Defensive backs don't catch real well. Nice job breaking on the football. Nice job securing the INT and actually catching it.
Looking for a productive play on 1st down. Using the quick game. And the defense had that one well covered, just a short game there. Got a little work done on 1st down, now back to the line. Scanning the field, it's Green. Got his man quickly. And he'll step across the sidelines after making a good gain on that one. And with this place rocking, the crowd forces a false start. So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. Better find the earplugs. Here comes the noise, backing this defense on 3rd down. And the defense is all over the quarterback, and down he goes.
Quarterback sacks is a trend that this offense would like to put an end to pretty quick. Somehow they were able to win their last game out, even though they gave up 4 sacks in that one. That was a huge point of emphasis for this coaching staff. And here early in this one, 1st quarter, they've now already given up 1.
The Razorbacks will call on their punt team. 3 and out, they got stuck in reverse. They hope the punt can bail them out. Cover guys do their job, and they get him stopped at the 22-yard line. On 1st down, here comes this offense. And he got smacked just as he released the pass. It's incomplete. They'll line up for a 2nd down play. After the incompletion, back to the passing game. Makes the catch. It's Hilton.
You know what I really like about games like this at this point in the season? You find out who you are. You find out whether you're going to stay in the race.
And who can step up and handle the challenge, right? This is easily one of the toughest games to date for both of these programs coming into this one. So there's a lot of eyeballs, David, on this game to find out who's mentally and emotionally the toughest.
Yeah, and we're going to point to this game as we get later in the year and big decisions are made. You've got a top 25 win. You beat them in the middle of the season, X, Y, and Z, so these are big for the resume.
They'll crank up this drive with the pass. Got a man, it's Wilson. And how about that catch and run? So dangerous, this guy. The offense will put it in play from the 47 on 1st and 10. They'll run the counter. And they try the middle of this stout defense, and they rise to the challenge. They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. Motion by the back forces the defense to adjust. Caught behind the line. It's Haas. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground to cover to pick up the first. 3rd and long, and he'll try to throw for it. Pressure coming. And the defense will corral the quarterback, and down he goes at midfield.
And those outside linebackers nowadays, they're so fast. They got to cover ground. You can blitz them off the edge, and they can get after quarterbacks. Versatile. That's why they're getting drafted so high in the NFL and getting paid all that money.
And the Razorbacks will try to pin them back with the punt. He'll try to really get into this one. That thing was down for a while, but the big bounce carried it into the end zone, and it'll be a touchback. The Bayou Bengals will run the offense out onto the field. The last time we saw this offense, we had to look quick. It was a 3-and-out, Jesse.
They just had no rhythm in that last drive. So someone's going to have to step up and make a play, David, and get this thing going.
Yeah, let's find some juice. Find your guy. Find those plays that you know you can run inside out, forward, backwards, get some first downs, get some positive momentum.
Couldn't find anybody to throw to. He'll just toss it away. It'll be 2nd down. After the incompletion, they go back up top. And that pass will be jarred loose on 2nd down. That brings up 3rd down. They line up with some serious work to do if they want to convert this one. On 3rd down, going up top. Just threw that one away to avoid disaster. Looks as if LSU will line up to punt it away. Let's see if he can help the coverage team out with this one. And the returner goes down. And Arkansas ready to send out this offense. Their drive chart is starting to look a little monotonous. Punt, 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 David.
And their defense is starting to get a little frustrated, too. They just keep putting me back on the field, possession after possession. Jesse, this offense needs to get their heads out of there, you-know-whats.
The punter's on the sideline with the oxygen mask right now. He's been playing so much. He's not used to this. This offense, they just got to stay on the field. They've got to put a drive together and get some balance going, running and throwing the ball.
Trying to move the sticks on 3rd down through the air. He's got it. And they'll finally catch up to him, but not before a big chunk of yardage is picked up. The inside handoff. And a good, solid pickup before the defense cuts him down. After the productive 1st down play, it's 2nd and 6. Now on the option. Now the toss. And this one will be stopped for no gain. Here comes this home crowd as the defense tries to get off the field on 3rd down. To the air, it's Green. He finds his man. He gets it to the 38-yard line, and they'll pick up a fresh set of downs. The Hogs getting it done through the air, evoking memories of Ryan Mallett.
And that's what the fans of Arkansas want to see. They've always got that physical ground game. They always want to have a little bit of balance, and when they get that balance, they get that offense cooking, they get everybody pretty excited. You might even get a woo, pig swing.
The Razorbacks are flying down the field. He'll keep it himself. He's dropped behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of 3. They've got a really good drive going, but a little speed bump here at 2nd and 13. He's looking to throw. They've got the screen set up. They bring him down, but a solid pickup to put them in position to pick up a first down. 8th play of the drive coming. It'll be a 3rd and 6. Grab near the marker. It's Sategna. Offenses gain momentum with 3rd down conversions like that. They've got it at the 25. He's going to pass. Got it behind the line. It's Haas. And a pickup of 8 opens a world of opportunities on 2nd and 2. And the Razorbacks are threatening in the red zone. Looking to pass on 2nd down. Gets it out quickly. He's brought down, but he went backwards after that completion, not the way they had it drawn up. It has been all defense all the time in the early going as we wrap up the first quarter, and the stats certainly reflect that. Let's see if the offenses can find a little rhythm here in the second. This crowd knows they have to bring it in big moments, and one of those has arrived. Throws to the tight end. Makes the catch. Takes it to the house. Touchdown, Razorbacks.
Can't start a game any better than that. Defense gets the stop, gives it back to the offense. You march down the field, you score. They're in a great rhythm now on both sides of the ball.
Getting set for the point after. And the extra point is good, and it's 7-0. And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
Hey, guys, let's take a look at what's happening in a great top 25 matchup. Boise State is currently trailing in this one, but it feels like the tide may be turning. This program has picked itself up before, and it's capable of it again today. It's a touchdown game. They're trailing by 7 to Fresno State. We'll circle back. If anything big happens, you should know.
Thanks for the update on that one, Kevin. Let us know when it goes final. And it'll be incomplete. This defense is physical and pass deep. A 3rd and long coming up here. Looking downfield, it's Nussmeier. And the pressure gets him back at the 8-yard line. It has been said that the other team's quarterback must go down, and he must go down hard, and he did.
And often is good, too. The most you can get to him, but great job by the defense, rushing the quarterback, understanding pass, and getting the big fella on the ground.
LSU will bring the punt team on the field. 3 and out, and not much choice but to get rid of the ball. He just wanted to get it out of there from his end zone. Fair catch, called for and made. The Hogs send that offense back onto the field. Jesse, a very productive drive last time, wound up with a touchdown.
Yeah, mixing and matching play calling really well. Nice balance on that last one, David. Let's see what they can do here in this next drive.
Yeah, and I don't expect anything different. When you put together a drive like that, I would do more of the same. Keep the pace, keep it going.
Power football with the run. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see what the call is. Amazing how many times an offensive holding penalty will stall a drive. We'll see if the offense can overcome it. Line gets set, first down. Running back goes in motion. Coming out on first down with the play fake. Got it! Into the end zone! Touchdown, Arkansas!
You know, oftentimes in college football, the best offenses are the ones that can create explosive plays just like you saw right there. They're top 10 in the nation in points per game because they don't have to drive the field. They've got dudes scattered all over this offense that can take it the distance on any given play.
They'll try to tack one more on their score. And with the extra point, they push the lead out a little further. Aggressive play calling on that drive. Just 2 plays, they get the long touchdown pass to pay it off. Bringing it out. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. LSU will dive into the playbook here on offense. This is when the pressure can ramp up a little bit on an offense, David, when they start feeling the heat to answer a score.
And I think being down 14, you can kind of feel that way. But, dude, if you put a good drive together, this is a 7-point game, so Palmer, no need to panic.
I was just going to say, David, I mean, this thing can flip quick. You go down, score, all of a sudden your defense gets a stop, or who knows, better yet, gets a turnover. This game is entirely different.
To the air, it's Nussmeier. Quickly complete. He steps out of bounds, but he's got enough for a first down. The Tigers come to the line with a fresh set of downs. And the physical play there forces the incompletion on first down. Offense gets set for second down. They keep attacking through the air. Safe completion on the screen. Finally stopped at the 46 after a 15-yard gain. LSU moving the ball quickly down the field. Comes out throwing on first down. Catch in the middle, it's Sampson. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there, still a bit short of the first down. Gets it out fast. Brought down at the 39 after a pickup of 10. It'll be a first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. He'll pull it on the read. He's dropped behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of 3. Not many hiccups on this drive, but it's 2nd and 13 now. Here's the handoff. He's dropped behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of 3. 9th play of the drive coming up, but this one will be tough. 3rd and long. Looking to throw, and he needs a bunch. And the pass hits, picked off. And they'll drag him down after a good return on the interception. That's why you love veterans in this defense. They stay locked in on their rules, and he made the pick. And Arkansas ready to send out this offense. They wanted to set the tone, strike quickly. Jesse, they've done exactly that, up 2 touchdowns.
And this quarterback has been dialed in, too. He's been so good reading coverage, going to where the open guy is with the football. And they've been up and down the field, David, so far.
And this defense needs to make something happen right now. You've already given up a couple touchdowns. Your offense has got nothing going. Still early in the game. Get a stop. Create some momentum for your offense.
Looking for a man. It's Green. Quarterback moving. Nowhere to go, and the ball is loose. And they are fortunate to get the ball back, but unfortunate to have a long way to go after that loss.
Woo. Deep breath, right? Man, you fumble that thing, you cough it up, you're like, oh, I really appreciate you, brother. I can't tell you how much I thank you because the coaches would have been all over me, but big-time break for the offense.
The Razorbacks will punt it away on 4th down. Doesn't say much for your drive when you're looking forward to the punt. Makes a move. They'll put a stop to that return at about the 37-yard line. The Bayou Bengals will run the offense out onto the field. That last drive was promising for a while, but you just can't mess it up at the end with the pick, Jesse.
No, you got to be able to finish drives, especially in this game if you're going to win. And, David, they've got to be able to eliminate the mental mistakes.
Yeah, and I don't think you get conservative or play it safe. You can trust your guy. I think you put the ball right back in his hands and let him do his thing.
And he's knocked down immediately, but not before he moves the chains. Here comes the offense on 1st and 10 from the 47. Use the play fake, now to throw. Got his man downfield. He's there to make the stop, but the damage has been done as they pick up the first down on the throw and catch. Death Valley has a well-earned rep of being intimidating. It is nice to be the quarterback to have everything on your side.
And have everything quiet. It's the loudest place by far that I ever played. I mean, for an entire game, they are on their feet, yelling, screaming. Now listen, we can't play all the words they're yelling, Reese, but they are an intimidating crowd.
Brought down after a pickup of 2 to the 19. Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on 2nd down. Dropping back, it's Nussmeier. He's got his man. He's brought down, solid pickup, but a little bit short of the first down. Really need to pick up this conversion and avoid having to settle for the field goal. The offense showing motion from the tight end, trying to get a read on the D. Looks as if they didn't get it off in time. It'll be a delay of game. The quarterback just lost track of the play clock, didn't get the snap off quickly enough. In the gun and looking to throw on 3rd down. And the incomplete pass will bring up 4th down. They'll try to cap off this drive with a field goal. And he'll try to knock it through from 33 yards out. It is good! After putting up a 3-spot, the kickoff unit set to go. On the run from inside his own 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. First down here with time for maybe one more play until the 2-minute warning. He's looking to throw it. Quick strike complete. They make the stop right there. Good pickup, but still short of the first down. We've reached the 2-minute warning, and they will try to build on what has already been a dominant first-half performance. Got his man! And he gets it to the 44-yard line. It'll be a first down. He wants to throw. Using the quick game. They have relished this tight victory since the last time these two got together, Pollard.
Yeah, it's just winning is beautiful. And when you beat your rival and you get those bragging rights, Palmer, it is a glorious thing for a whole year and sometimes longer.
That's the best thing about rivalry games like this. For the winning team, whoever pulls this one out here today, their fans are going to be bragging about this one for a long time.
They're going to throw it again. We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. And the Razorbacks will bring the punt team onto the field. On the return, it's Thomas. Looking everywhere for room to run, but really good coverage, and he'll step out of bounds. A first down for the offense. Looking to move it through the air. Fires a bullet. Now it's picked off. And they'll close in on him after a good return on the interception. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. The Hogs send that offense back onto the field. After punting the last time they had it, they ought to be set up for a much better result with this drive.
This offense better be licking their chops. You're not going to start with better field possession than this all game did.
You ain't lying. Forget about the last possession and what we did. You're already in scoring position. Take care of that football. Make sure you get some points.
Looking to throw, it's Green. Setting up the screen. He steps out of bounds, but it will be enough for a first down. So close to cashing it in for this offense. They'll throw it on first down. He caught it. Strong, firm tackle. The offense calls timeout. It's the second one they've used this half. Boy, if that first down play was any indication, they might walk this thing in on 2nd and goal. Slams ahead. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Razorbacks. The mantra is always finish, and they're trying to do that here in the regular season with this Week 12 performance.
Well, this offense is top 10 in the country in points per game because they've got a lot of speed and they've got home run hitters. They score fast. They don't need 10 plays to go down the field. You saw it right there. They've recruited well. They've got playmakers. They're going to be a problem for defenses all year long.
And the extra point makes it a 21-3 lead. And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
All right, fellas, here's a final update on a top 15 clash. North Carolina ran roughshod over the competition today en route to a double-digit victory. And they looked clean doing it. And I don't just mean in those Carolina blue unis. This team is a buttoned-up group. We'll see a lot of games this week, but few will have as much of an impact on the new top 25 poll next week as this one, gentlemen.
And Kevin Connors keeping an eye on everything all over the country. Sounds like they had a good one there. Fires to the tight end. And makes the tackle at the 23 after he got 10. First half in the books. Time now to join Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Thanks so much, guys, and I need not tell you, rivalry games always bring out a ton of emotion, and no surprise, we saw just that in the first half today. And we'd be remiss if we didn't start this halftime report by acknowledging the sparkling play of this tight end. The guy's like an aircraft carrier out there as a blocker, and then when he releases and shows off that speed and route running, he's almost unguardable. Gotta believe he won't be able to go anywhere in this second half without someone attached to his hip. That said, let's get back to the field and our guys in the booth to see who comes out on top of this rivalry contest.
Here he comes from inside his own 5. Finds just enough space to cross the 25. Let's mark it at the 27-yard line. LSU will dive into the playbook here on offense. When you're facing a deficit like this one to start the second half, you really can't afford to waste a single possession.
Fresh start here in the second half is the only way you can look at this if you're on offense. Things did not go your way there in the first half. It starts with one play. To get our confidence going, we just got to get something going early here on this drive.
One play, stay aggressive. Now I think I can be even more aggressive on 4th downs because obviously I've built a deficit. My defense has got to make some plays for me too.
That's a really nice job hauling that pass in, and you think LSU has just been such a breeding ground in recent years for receivers. Jamar Chase, Justin Jefferson, OBJ, Jarvis Landry, they all have the ability to make a play anywhere on the field, and that's what this guy can do. You can line him up anywhere. He can run routes at all 3 levels of the secondary. The defense has to know where he is lined up every single play.
Tackle is made, but not until he gets the first down. And the Tigers want to crank the tempo. Quarterback on the keeper. Picks up the first down. And a really nice run and pick up there before the defense avoided disaster and stopped the really big play. Now from inside the red zone. And he was trying to pay off this red zone opportunity, but it's incomplete. After they couldn't connect, it's 2nd and 10. Dropping back, it's Nussmeier. Makes the grab. So close to that end zone. He can almost taste it, but it'll be 1st and goal for this offense. They're going to run it. Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, LSU! Well, somebody's been doing their box jumps.
You ain't lying. Getting up in the air. Hey, listen, I'm taking a picture of that, saving it. That might be my screensaver on my phone. That vertical way up in the air.
The AT unit on the field. And with the extra point, they draw closer. It's 21-10. So it's a 73-yard touchdown drive. And close the deal with a 3-yard touchdown run. From a couple of yards deep, he'll bring it out. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. And Arkansas ready to send out this offense. Things have been clicking along nicely, Jesse, but they have to make sure they keep it up.
Yeah, they got to wake up. It seems like they've been a bit lackadaisical here the last few drives, maybe as we've seen this lead dwindle a little bit, David. So they need a bit of a spark here to get that mojo back.
Yeah, and you always have the adjustments, and then your opponent adjusts, and now they got to readjust now because this game's getting a little bit tighter than they liked.
On second down, will they go back to the ground game? The give to the back. And just wedges it ahead a bit before he's brought down. Decibels rising as the crowd gets behind this defense on third down. Got it in the middle, it's Haas. And he's to the 48-yard line. That'll be good enough for a first down. The Razorbacks are moving quickly down the field. He'll come out throwing on first down. Flips it out in the flat. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage. Two running backs alongside the quarterback. Dropping back, it's Green. A strike downfield. They'll finally drag him down, but not before he gets it to the 40, and it's a first down. Caught in the backfield, it's Green. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down marker. Got 6 on first down, now a lot of options on second and 4. He's looking to throw. Got his man quickly. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. Looks as if the defense was a little too eager there, got into the neutral zone, and that'll be a 5-yard penalty. Defense just a little too eager, and that's 5 yards for the O. He'll just keep slinging it. Grabbed in the backfield. It's Haas. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground to cover to pick up the first. Got the completion on the last play. Still some work to do on second down. He's looking to throw. Takes the easy throw in the flat. He's there to make the stop, and they threw it in reverse, losing yardage on that play. Snap from the gun on third down. Grabbed in the middle, it's Wilson. They make the stop, but not before they do their work up top and pick up a first down. It is getting loud as this crowd tries to help its defense. Tough running this deep in the red zone. He's got 4 down to the 11. It'll be second down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. The RPO, fire complete to the left. They'll get it down to the 8-yard line on that throw and catch, and the defense is backed up against the wall. They'll try to get it through the air. Got it! And he was dying to push his way in there, but he's knocked down at the 3. This offense trying to quieten the crowd on first and goal, and they are not cooperating. And he takes it to the house. Touchdown, Arkansas! They've extended this lead, guys, but sometimes in a rivalry game, you get down and you fight back that much harder.
Man, you've seen crazy comebacks and crazy swings of momentum in rivalry games. You just need that first thing to break your way, Palmer.
And I think it really comes down to their key playmakers, David. They can come back, but these guys need to take ownership. Now's the time. In this type of game, they have got to step up and start making plays.
The kick is up and good and put one more on the lead. They held the ball for 15 plays on that touchdown drive and closed the deal with a 3-yard touchdown run. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. The Bayou Bengals will run the offense out onto the field. Last time they had it, they took it down the field for a touchdown. They can build some confidence that they could go back-to-back scoring drives here.
Yeah, and remember, it's not uncommon for offenses to find themselves as the game goes on. They had some things not go their way early, but they found something last drive, David. Let's see if they can build on it.
Yeah, you just pick and pick and pick until you find that place where you're like, okay, this is an advantage I have. They've clearly found that dude. They score here. We're in for a ball game.
From the gun, they'll try to impose their running game. They'll get it to the 48, no need to measure. It's a first down. The Tigers come to the line with a new set of downs. Gets it out quickly. And they pick up just a few on that completion. Kept it on the ground on first down. See if they stick with that plan on second. Here comes the option. He'll toss it. And they just didn't get anybody on that defense out of position, and they will lose yardage on that one. Defense didn't maintain its discipline there, and they get into the neutral zone. It'll cost them 5 yards. So the early contact for the defense, and they'll move it up 5 yards. On third and short, they'll try to convert through the air. And the incomplete pass will bring up fourth down. No signs of any kind of kicker as they'll leave the offense out there to try to move those chains. The completion well past the sticks. They get him on the ground, and that'll be the final play of this third period. And you want to talk about his favorite receiver, it might be everybody based on the number of guys getting touches and a chance to show off their hands in the passing game. As we start the fourth quarter, it'll take a pretty sizable comeback to win this one. Just inside the 35, first and 10 from the 34. Unloads it left. Complete downfield. And a nice grab with a defender right on him, and he's down at the 20. They'll try the run. He's dropped behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of 3. Got some work to do after that last play, 2nd and 13. Looking for a man, it's Nussmeier. Firing to the right, complete. And the defense wrestles him to the ground. Boy, they'd love to move the sticks here and take a shot at it on first and goal. Looking to throw for it.
And a nice job finding my wide receiver. And then how about the wide receiver turning into a running back, getting upfield, getting some positive yards, and getting the first down.
Now on fourth down, they'll settle for a field goal try. It is true as he puts 3 on the board. We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
Guys, right back to your game after we update the nation on this one. SMU rolled to victory today in a game where they not only capitalized on opportunities, they created them. And that's the way this coach wants them to play every week. The circle of life in college football, where one team moves on feeling like kings and the other heads home licking its wounds.
Kevin, thanks a lot for that one. Sounds as if they had a good one there. Good job by the coverage unit to put a stop to that return. Leaves it with the back. And the defense stops him just short of the first down. Maybe needed a few more chain links to move the sticks. They got him to jump. The defense got into the neutral zone, and that'll be a first down. So the offense accepts the penalty, and they'll get a little farther away from their own end zone. They'll throw it on first down. Got his man out of the backfield. They pick up half of it. It'll be 2nd and 5. Back to throw. It's Green. He's right on target. And good coverage by the defense. Just a short gain. Better find the earplugs. Here comes the noise. Backing this defense on third down. The encroachment penalty on the D gives the offense a free 5 yards. Going up top on first down. That's caught. It's Wilson. Make the stop at the 40, but it's a 10-yard gain and a fresh set of downs. Now from the 40, it's 1st and 10. Out of the gun, the inside handoff to the running back.
It's a point in the game, I think, as a coaching staff where you really challenge your offensive line to go win the football game, right? We've got to lead late. We're going to run the football, and the defense and everybody in this...
This will be picked off, maybe just the turning point they needed. And he's brought down after the pick, but not before putting his offense in business.
We still got time. Great job by the defense doing the most important thing, getting the ball back to their offense. Now the offense has to answer the bell. A good job creating the turnover. Now the offense, your turn.
LSU will dive into the playbook here on offense. The chip shot field goal last time, Jesse. They'd love for this one to pay off bigger.
Yeah, it just comes down to execution, too. Did a nice job out in the field, stalled a little bit once they got down to the goal line, so they just need to be a little bit more crisp here.
Yeah, and listen, I think the first part was the most important part. You got to put the drive.
He lofts it high and deep down the left side. And he makes the catch inside the 25. LSU right back to the line.
And that's why this guy's a complete running back. He's good between the tackles, he can pass block, but he can also run routes. And we're not just talking about screens or swing routes. This guy gets vertical down the field, and he can run the route tree.
They'll pick up 4, 2nd and 6 coming. LSU now operating in the red zone. To the ground with the back. Finally pulled down, but not before moving the chains for a first down. The Tigers have their offense in high gear. Out of the shotgun, they go to the ground. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. 2nd down coming up on this red zone opportunity. Softened him up with a run, and now to throw. To the end zone, and it's picked off. And he's brought down, and this defense gets the ball back for its own.
Nice job by this defense. That might be the exclamation point. 4th quarter, I got a lead. You bring on the nickel defense. You know they're passing the football for plays just like that to make the INT and almost put this one away.
The Hogs send that offense back onto the field. Boy, they had that last drive moving a little bit, David, but then the mistake just crushed them.
Yeah, and those mistakes are going to happen. You're going to throw the football, you're going to throw interceptions. But I think I stay aggressive with this offense. I get back to what I did in the first part of that drive, what made me successful.
I agree, David. Just turn the page if you're a quarterback, right? On this drive, you did a lot of good things there leading up to that pick. Forget about it, move on, play the next play.
Defense had them backed up, and then they're in the neutral zone, and the offense will say thank you very much. To the air, it's Green. Fires to the right. Makes the grab. He threw that one with some serious heat. This senior quarterback doesn't need a lot of space to get it in there. Someone not clear on the snap count. It'll be a false start, and they'll move it back. The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. Here's the snap, looking to throw. Quickly complete. And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain. Let's see what they've got on 2nd down. Back to the air one more time. That pass is incomplete, and they might be fortunate it wasn't knocked free for a fumble. It'll be 3rd down. From the gun, wants to pass. And it's intercepted, maybe breathing a little life into this team. And he's wrapped up after a solid return on the pick.
That's one of the only ways you were getting back in this game. You had to force a turnover. You still got to score twice at least to get back in this ball game to try to win it. Great stop. Now it's the offensive's turn. I need to score and score quickly.
The Bayou Bengals will run the offense out onto the field. That last possession, a prime example, Jesse, of how things get condensed in the red zone.
Hard to throw when the windows are smaller, and that's what happens down near the goal line, David. But for this quarterback here, just take accountability and ownership and come out here and lead your offense.
And move on. Like, we needed points. That's something that we can harp on. We'll watch the tape this week, but now it's time to move on. Let's get another drive going.
And the shot to the middle of the field falls to the turf. Third down conversions are a huge stat, and this one would be a doozy if they can pull it off. Snagged in the middle, it's Sampson. And he's not going to get there. The defense stands tall and makes the stop.
Now, fourth down.
On fourth down, trying to find his man. And it's incomplete, and the defense holds. The offense set for a first down play. They want that clock to run. And he'll pick up one. It brings up 2nd and 9. Clock continues to run, and they'll be happy to wind it all the way down before they snap it. The give to the back. And he does a really nice job finding open space and making a good gain before the stop is made. We've reached the 2-minute warning, and this offense will be quite content just to drain the rest of the time away. And the Razorbacks get the first down. Timeout called there by the defense, desperate to get the ball back and save as much time as possible. The offense will put it in play from the 47 on 1st and 10. He leaves it with his back. A strong tackle and wrap-up from the junior. Quick timeout called by the defense, stopping the clock to save as much time as possible for their offense. You got to believe they just want to run it, take care of the football, and keep that clock moving on 2nd and 9. And a nice solid pickup there before the defense wrestles him to the ground. Defense uses a timeout quickly, trying to get that ball back and preserve time for their offense. Out of the gun, they'll run it inside. And they did not let him get to that first down line. It'll bring up a call here. They really have no choice here. This is a no-brainer. You go for it here on this 4th down.
Encroachment, defense.
Defense couldn't quite hold its water, and it'll be 5 free yards for the O. And with things in their favor on the scoreboard, the quarterback's favorite play in the playbook, the old kneel down from victory formation. And now this team has fallen into a 3-game slide, and a season of promise has now had a lot of promises broken.
Yeah, this is a team that really needs to take a long, hard look in the mirror right now and make a decision. What are we going to be? What am I about? What am I willing to do at this point in the season to get this thing turned around? A lot of tough and real conversations are going to have to take place.
And this is when the coaches really make their money, right? How can I get my kids to focus when I know there's probably not a lot to play for down the road? So let's win every game. Let's win every battle. Let's spoil other people's seasons on the way out, even though our season didn't pan the way we wanted it to.
So that's going to do it for us. For Jesse Palmer, David Pollack, I'm Reese Davis saying so long. This has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football.